Jodie Whittaker's contract has been extended at least one more year for Doctor Who. And also, once episodes have released, she thinks it's kind of irrelevant what people think about them. Yep, it's just another day in the life. Hi everyone, it's Az here from Doctor Who versus Doctor Who, where today we're going to discuss Doctor Who. Okay, I know, the news has been intensive for it recently with the episode review. Then we've got ratings once more going down to currently, before consolidation, because I'm a fair guy, the low in 31 odd years, 8th lowest on record, pre-consolidation, because I'm a fair guy. But further news broke last night, just as I was getting ready to head to the land of Nod. So now that all my gubbins with the sweats and the gyms and all that have been dealt with today, let's get into it, shall we? Ladies, how you doing? So this is from Entertainment Weekly. They interviewed the cast of Doctor Who. I mean, they only seem to talk to Jodie Whittaker, but whatever. And it runs with a headline of Doctor Who star Jodie Whittaker will play time traveller for at least one more season. Yeah, we get to see different parts of the Earth. Again. So it starts off with a generic interview, you know. This is this season, the Master's here, da-da-da-da-da. You know, it's all very fluff. But then we get down to the last couple of paragraphs and things get really interesting in terms of what she says. Though Whittaker's first season as the Doctor drew criticism from some fans for what they perceived to be its overly political nature, I don't think it's a little bit more than perceived. I think it's blatant, to be quite honest. With one episode hinging around civil rights icon Rosa Parks, a doozy I'll never ever watch, I promise you. The actress claims she doesn't pay much attention to the discourse around the show, whether positive or negative. Now, the first part of what Jodie says here, I think is absolutely fine, you know? When I was away at Christmas time with my family, I was speaking to my bro from another Mo, and he said to me, do you ever Google yourself? And I was like, God, no. Why would I do a thing like that? I've had my channel now for 7.5 years, just over 7.5 years. I think in that time I've Googled myself once, and then it was just like, never again. Just never again. And so he started to Google me, and my sister said, she's like, stop. She just went, stop. You know, for somebody's mental health, just don't do this. Because if you start doing things like that, oh my God, I agree with what she says. The rabbit hole that you can fall down is incredible. So I just like to do what I do. And then if people want to have discourse with me on social media, fine. You know, I got to say the vast majority of people are positive. But, you know, you get the old snidey, naughty, poopy, whoopy person every now and again. Had a couple of those yesterday. I think 3, actually. So you just got to deal with that kind of stuff. But going down the rabbit hole, you know, and I'm just a nobody. Can I just establish that? I'm just a nobody. Never mind somebody that is truly in the public eye or anything like that. I've seen loads of fan art, which I always love. I had some great fan art given to me. Look at that. Isn't that great? She says, but it's never been that great for me to immerse myself in the noise that you can't control, good or bad. I think both are a rabbit hole that you shouldn't necessarily go down. I totally agree with that, as I've just discussed. When you're in the public eye as much as this, and you just want to get on with stuff, I understand and appreciate that. However, it's what she says afterwards, which, Jodie, no. So she goes on to say, we know that we work really hard for the show to be the best it can be in this moment. I disagree, but that's by the by. Once it's out in the ether, how people feel, in a way, is kind of irrelevant. No! Right, first of all, the show the best it can possibly be in this moment. All right, that is really open for interpretation, because I'm not saying that she is by any stretch of the imagination, but she could be lowbrow saying it's crap, but we're doing the best with what we can work with. So, you know, you could twist it to be that way. It is very much open for interpretation. But I think that the acting performances from the main cast, particularly Yaz, particularly Ryan, and to an extent Jodie herself, have been very poor. Jodie just seems to be very one note. She doesn't seem to have a range when it comes to the Doctor. It's zany, and then it's kind of like nasty. Not nasty in the way that the Doctor does have a dark side. The Doctor has a very dark side to them. And this has been seen in all of the current Doctors, apart from Jodie to date. From Christopher Eccleston, David Tennant, Matt Smith, and Peter Capaldi. They've all had some very dark moments, because it is intrinsic to the Doctor's nature. And Jodie just seems to be zany, and then I'm really nasty. You know, like bitchy or spiteful or browbeating. And that seems to be the only range that this character's got. Ryan and Yaz, surplus to requirements. I don't even know why they're there. But how people feel about the episodes is exceedingly relevant. And I'll show you in the form of proof. This is season 11, folks. This is Jodie's first season as the Doctor. She debuts to a whopping score. New Doctor, first time the Doctor's been female. There's a lot of curiosity surrounding the franchise and seeing how she'll perform. I wanted it to succeed. I am a Doctor Who fan. I love Doctor Who. I've loved it for however many years. 30 odd plus years. But when you saw the first episode, I personally was just bored to tears. I just thought this was an incredibly boring episode. It didn't do anything for me. But it did a great rating. 10.54 million in consolidated. That is the amount of people that watched the episode within 7 days of it releasing. That is a whopping figure. We're now in her second season, 4th episode in, and pre-consolidation, she's down to 4.4 million. Sorry, that would be good. Well, good in respect to these ratings. 4.04 million. And if the trend's going to continue, it seems very unlikely that in consolidation, it will hit 5.25. It looks like it might hit 5.1, maybe even 5.0 in consolidation, if the trend of this is continuing. So when you've gone from 10.5 million down to 4, in essence, let's just round it, then yes, it's very relevant what people think, because 6 million of your audience have gone. 60 odd % have gone. And it's only your second season. The start of your second season. So it's very relevant how people feel. Sure, I understand that you can't now change any of the episode because it's there in print and it's out there. But it's the product and the quality of the product and the quality of the writing and the message that it's trying to convey. The biggest criticism I've heard of this Doctor's run is the political aspect. Where is the fun that Doctor Who used to bring? Where is the wonder of travelling to different planets, seeing different races, all this kind of stuff? The first 4 episodes have been on Earth this season, and this episode coming up this week is on Earth again, in current day. So the first 5 episodes of this season of the time-travelling Doctor that can go anywhere in time and space are on bloody Earth. When you break out of your comfort zone, because Earth is something we all know about, when you break out of your comfort zone and go out into the universe, or Whoverse, then it allows you to be more creative. Allows you to take relevant, poignant issues which may be affecting people today and twisting them into an interesting scenario out there. But, you know, this is where we are in terms of the writing. It just seems to be very basic and unentertaining. And then we get on to, but Whittaker isn't going anywhere. So, will Whittaker return for a third run of shows? Yes, I'm doing another season, she confirms. That might be a massive exclusive that I'm not supposed to say, but it's unhelpful for me to say, I don't know, because it would be a massive lie. Laughs. Oh, trust me, I'm laughing on the inside. I absolutely adore it. At some point, these shows are going to be handed on, but it's not yet. I'm clinging on tight. I really wish you wouldn't. I really wish you'd just let go. But it seems almost bizarre that they've signed her up for another season in the current climate. Does it mean that everything's cast iron? You can pay an actor off not to do a season. All this kind of stuff. But the way this season is currently going, I really worry about what this is going to be. I really worry what that is going to be. And there might not be any interest in another series. Now, I think contractually, I think they've got some deals in place, so there's got to be another 2 seasons of Doctor Who because of deals that they've got in place with other networks abroad. But the way things are going right now, this show needs a massive, massive shake-up. And I think the first thing that has to be shaken up is the showrunner. I think Chris Chibnall has got to go. And we've got to get somebody in who's just normal. That doesn't have a political agenda. Somebody that wants to create entertaining stories for kids and adults alike. Because this show has a broad spectrum of audience. Let me entertain you, said Robbie Williams. Unless, of course, you make a programme for the BBC. So I hope you enjoyed the vid. If you did, do give it a thumbs up. And also subscribe to the Chanel Coco. Follow me on social media and Twitch for live streaming. Links are in the description box down below. And I'll be back with some more stuff very soon. You take care. Bye for now.